Hi, Eva Nichols here. Today I'm looking forward to sharing with you how I pack for a camping trip or what I bring along if I'm just going for a hike in the wilderness so I can do a little watercolor sketching. And I hope you can find some good ideas here and get inspired to get out there. It's a lot of fun.
So that was step one, find a perfect spot. So here we are out in the wilderness at our picnic table that I found. Got my hand sanitizer. I'm gonna start out with that. It is Corona times after all. So, and then I'm gonna get my materials out and just do a little sketching, little watercolor sketching. I do not intend to do like a finished painting, just my impressions and playing around with the colors I see out here and the feelings. That's all. That's all. That's all. So since I was car camping, I could bring a little bit more equipment, and this spot here is only about a few hundred yards from my campsite. Of course, I bought my lightweight travel set from Art Expedition. It's my art toolkit, and I wanted to show you a new gadget that I just got myself, and that's inspired by John Muir Laws. I most always bring his two books along when I'm hiking here around the area where I live. Share Birds and then Share Wildflowers, and they're illustrated by John Muir Laws, and I'll add a link below my video so you can check these books out. And he also has a YouTube channel where he shares very generously on how to sketch birds and wildlife and flowers and plants and you name it. And he also has some journaling, nature journaling books and some courses. Once we can travel again, I can guarantee you I'm going to sign up for some of his in-person courses. But right now I enjoy following him online. So that's part of my toolkit. And then he had this great idea with cutting up an old sock for your water brush when you're painting with your water brush to clean it quickly. It's in my art toolkit, and the water's in the handle, and then you don't have to mess around with separate water and all that stuff. So it makes it super lightweight. But you do need something to just kind of dry it on and to clean it on. And so his idea was just to find an old pair of socks and cut off the foot part and then put it on your wrist. Of course, me being a knitter, I had to step it up. So John, if you see this, how about that? I knitted this, and then I made it so I could put a little makeup sponge. I mean, I'm a girl, right? So, we have this kind of stuff lying around, a lot of us. So one of these cellulose sponges that dry up hard and they soak up a lot of water. And so I made this little sleeve so that it folds over, and I put that sponge in there, and I am set for a long session of painting. So the yarn I used is just 100% cotton yarn, and it has happened to be hot pad that I had crocheted, and then I didn't have any more yarn, so I didn't have enough for the other ones. It's been lying around in my knitting and crocheting basket for more than 10 years. And see, now it found a new life, and I think, what's wrong with this? And it can be thrown in a washing machine when it gets too yucky, but here we have it. So I wanted to share that with you. Incidentally, I am facing south. I chose the picnic table that were in the shade, and so this is south, this is east, and I know from my campsite, it's right over there, the sun obviously rises in the east, and it's going to be traveling over to the west. So that means that I will be in the shade here from this little grove of trees for quite a while. So you can see there, east, and then it travels south, and then it's going to set over here. So this spot is going to be shady for a long time, and it gets hot in the sun up here this time of year. So there you see that. Another thing I wanted to show you is I have sunglasses that have the strength that I use for reading and painting. So I bring those because my eyes get tired from the reflection of the white paper, and I don't think it's good for our eyes, so just keep that in mind. So just a couple other things I wanted to share with you. I always have a little piece of soap in a little mint tin so that I can wash my hands with soap, and I have I'm allergic to all fragrances, so I always bring a little piece of a fragrance-free soap. And then a Ziploc bag that I collect all my trash in. we don't want to leave anything out in nature, so leave no trace. Okay, I think I've had enough fun for now, and as you can see, I'm still in the shade, and here's my little painting that I just finished. I mean, it is just a watercolor sketch just for fun, and I was testing out my new watercolor block Arches 300 grams or 140 pounds cold pressed, and it is a fun format. It's a rectangular, so it's not quite 4x10 format, so landscape, or when I want to do wildflowers, I thought then it could be like this, you know. But anyway, that's what I did, and then I've just been taking a few photos. I've been using my binoculars when birdies came by and wanted me to take a look at them, and here you can see my sleeve. It really worked out well, and I can just move my sponge to a clean spot and I'm good to go. And there's my travel kit. I'm just laying out my 3 little travel palettes that I have in this kit here, just so the paints have a little chance to dry before I close them up and put them in and pack up. And then I'm gonna go back to my campsite and get myself a little lunch.